So when it comes to mastering meta ads, what it really takes is actually actions outside of the funnel. I don't know what videos you've consumed. I don't know who you watch for education, but what I do know is from my historic amount of spend with just a portfolio of brands, less is more in this game, especially when you're utilizing machine learning. When you're utilizing machine learning platforms like Meta, you don't want to constantly be making changes to the campaign structures, to the offers, to the budgets, because you're throwing off the algorithm. You're causing it to re-enter the learning phase. Whereas if you have a campaign, right, you're getting 7 purchases a day, let it run. Maybe increase the budget by 2%, 3% every other day. But I'm not saying you make dramatic changes or drastic changes, because ultimately that's going to hinder your growth. So when it comes to mastering meta ads, the first rule of thumb is less is more. Less campaigns, it scales faster, it's more efficient, it's easier to control, it's easier to manage, versus 10, 20, 30 campaigns, right? In a given month on average, I'm probably launching only 3 to 5 campaigns. Anything more than that, it's overkill. So when it comes to offer type, maybe I'm testing 1 or 2 offers a month. Maybe I'm testing 3 to 5 ad concepts a month. But every single month, I have an organizational process of creative, ad, what's the result? What's data? And then what's feedback loop? Now, the second trick to mastering Facebook ads is you need to have tight feedback loops. The reason why we run ads is for feedback loops. It's to make the funnel more profit. Well, areas within the funnel that's going to turn profit is ultimately knowing your numbers, unit economics, front-end offers, grand slam offers, and then ultimately what can you do on the back end to get that same user to come back to your business, because you don't have a business if you don't have LTV. So we want to maximize our investment from minimizing risk, from minimizing actions that lead to an unprofitable ROI, where this is the kind of timeline, the phase of where first order profit's key, and then as a byproduct, we have a collection of iterations on what's tested. So when it comes to testing, realistically, it really depends on ad spend, right? If you're spending $100 a day, you could probably make changes to your funnel after 7 days. Or if you're spending $1,000 a day, you could probably make changes within your funnel after 2-3 days, right? Because the threshold of data, the feedback loop, is tighter and tighter. So we test, we simplify our testing method, we organize the process to run ads, and then when we do run ads, the data we collect, we make iterations that fits our hypothesis. So then in theory, right, we cut our losses, we test new concepts, whatever is working, we put that into a scaling campaign via post ID, and then we continually expand the funnel. We expand the offer, we expand the creative, we expand our ideal customer profile. Now, when you follow these 3 mechanisms, it's literally impossible for you to not make money, because you're minimizing risk, you're focusing on offers, and your attention to detail is optimal to a product that has market fit, an ideal scenario. Now, the only reason why you wouldn't scale is A, because your product doesn't have market fit, or you can't convey the message to what your product is trying to sell to. So there are a lot of variables, there are a lot of opinions when it comes to media buying. Like what works, what doesn't work, when should you scale, when you shouldn't scale, why cost caps work, why cost caps don't work. But my advice to you is cancel out all that noise, simplify your strategy, simplify your organization, know your numbers, ultimately organize the process it takes to go from concept to a launched ad, organize that process to a T. Can you use ClickUp to automate these systems? And then the threshold is, after we do all of these tests, what is the data? What is the feedback loop? Can we make iterations from our test? When we do this, we minimize risk. Everything we launch is getting better over time because we're making iterations. We're not throwing random stuff at the wall hoping it sticks. We are like a sniper in the art of battle. One bullet. We're particular with our approach. We have precision with our strike, and we have nothing but winners. That's what works in this day and age. That's what works in this economy. Simplify your structure. Organize from start to finish, concept to advert. Make iterations based off your data points. And lastly, I don't know if I said this already, but the threshold to scale is you don't need a big team. You can scale to 8 figures a year with just a team of 5. How do I know? Because I've done this. And if you want proof of concept and you want proof of what I actually say works, you can check out scalevelocity.io. You can read my free 30-page protocol breaking this all down to a T. And if you want to skip the phase of you getting burned by ad agencies, you can check out scalevelocity.io and book a call and speak directly with me. If you guys have any questions, drop them down below. I'll see you in the next video.